Dakota. Finally getting ready to go for day 2 of the 2025 Region 4 High School Baseball Tournament here on KNDK 1080, 98.7 FM, myborderland.com, the My Borderland app, and on the stable here, the Park River Schools YouTube channel here today. Welcome you all to North Star Co-op Field. It's a nice day for baseball as we're going to have 3 games coming your way here on all of our media outlets here this afternoon and this evening. We'll have a loser-out game in this tournament coming up between second-seeded Langdon Munich coming up against 4th-seeded Midway-Minto. That'll be coming up here in a few moments at 1 o'clock. At 3 o'clock today, it is a winner's bracket game with top-seeded Park River Area going up against 3rd-seeded Grafton. And then we'll have a loser-out game tonight at around 5 o'clock featuring the winner of this first game with the Cardinals and the Mustangs against the loser of the next game with the Aggies and the Spoilers. That'll come at about 5 to 5:30 this evening, late afternoon here on KNDK, myborderland.com, my Borderland app, and the stable. Again, we had 2 games this tournament the other day. It seems like it was about 3 weeks ago, but we actually played this for day 1 of this tournament back on Monday. Yet it was a win for Park River Area in the first game. They won by the 10-run rule and won over the Midway-Minto Mustangs 12-2 in 5 innings. Langdon Munich then lost a heartbreaker, a marathon to say the least game, a game that took almost 2.5 hours. Langdon Munich lost to Grafton 13-12 in an opening round game of this tournament, and that's what puts both teams here in this loser-out game today, and what puts Park River Area and Grafton in the winner's bracket later this afternoon. So it is a nice day. Again, we got rained out of this tournament Tuesday, got rained out Wednesday. Nearly 2 inches of rain has fallen here in Park River, but it's really greened things up today. North Star Co-op Field looks in beautiful shape for day 2 coverage here of the Region 4 High School Baseball Tournament here at North Star Co-op Field in Park River. We'll take a break, get to our Choice Bank starting lineups, and get ready for our first pitch for our first game of the day. 0-11, Midway-Minto coming in against 11-6 Langdon Munich. It's our first game of our 3-game day here in this Region 4 tourney, and we'll be back to bring you the Choice Bank starters for the Cardinals and the Mustangs after a pregame break here on KNDK, myborderland.com, the My Borderland app, and the stable.
The Friend Seed Solutions of Langdon is ready to help you get that crop on the ground with several options and varieties of top-quality seed. Call Austin at 256-2374. Wishing the Cards and all area teams best of luck this tournament season. LaFrance Seed Solutions, Highway 1, Langdon.
Farmers Union Oil is your locally owned co-op, meaning the money you spend stays in your community. Customers are paid dividends, and that money stays at home. Call for current fuel and propane prices. Farmers Union Oil, Langdon, Calvin, Lawton, Lankin, and Edinburgh, your locally owned cooperative.
The Langdon Eagles Club says, go Cardinals. Wednesday is chicken night. Fridays are burger nights. Order for the field, 256-3300. Blackjack Gaming and the Pig Wheel every Friday and Saturday night. Progressive Bingo Monday and Tuesdays at 7:30. The Langdon Eagles Club.
This portion of the game is brought to you by Clyde Farm Service and Supply. See them for Westfield and Meridian Augers and Bear Track Utility Trailers. Clyde Farm Service and Supply wishes best luck to all area teams.
Christie Motors is a premier Ford dealership that is committed to customer service. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or certified pre-owned vehicle, see Christie Motors, your local Ford dealer in Langdon.
All right, folks, ready to go for our Choice Bank starting lineups for our first game here today of the 3-game day of this Region 4 High School Baseball Tournament. It is a loser-out contest with 0-11 Midway-Minto and now coming into the game 11-6 Langdon Munich, as we look forward to the matchup here today. These two teams played twice this season. Langdon Munich won both games by 10-run rule situations, and they both won by identical scores of 12-0. So we'll see what happens here for the game today. Starting line is brought to you by Choice Bank, your local Choice Bank location, like the ones in Langdon and Grafton. Choice Bank member FDIC. Visitors will be 0-11. Midway-Minto again lost 12-2 by the 10-run rule in the first round of this tournament. That was played back on Monday, and they will lead off here today with their center fielder, Eli Robinson. Ben Goditis, the first baseman, bats second here today for Midway-Minto. Batting third is the catcher, Mary Kosowski. Batting cleanup is Andrew Risky, the left fielder. Trenton Sitzer, the right fielder, bats fifth. Andy Pulak, the pitcher, bats sixth for Midway-Minto today. Ezra Robinson, the shortstop, bats seventh. Anton Albright, the third baseman, eighth. And Steph Moncada is DHing for the second baseman, Blake Lizakowski. Steph is batting ninth for Midway-Minto. Coached today by Shane Robinson here this afternoon for today's contest. Hey, Midway-Minto is also assisted today. Assisting Coach Robinson here for the game is Travis Martin. All right, we'll take a pause here. We'll come back, bring you the Choice Bank starters for Langdon-Munich here this afternoon. We'll get closer to our first pitch. Again, what a glorious day it is for some high school baseball. Finally getting a nice day here this spring for our Day 2 coverage of this Region 4 high school baseball tournament. Our Choice Bank starters for Langdon-Munich will come after this for our starting lineup. Sponsor our friends at Choice Bank.
Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com. Choice Bank, member FDIC.
All right, Choice Bank starters for the home team today, 11-6, Langdon-Munich. Lost a heartbreaker to the Cardinals, 13-12 to Grafton. So many twists and turns in that game. Cardinals will try to recover and play Midway-Minto here today. And this loser-out contest, they will lead off today. Their Choice Bank starting batting order. Tevin Hodkinson, the first baseman, leads off for the Cardinals. Theo Rumpho, the third baseman, bats second. Landon Schneider is catching for Langdon-Munich. He's batting third. Tyson Gimmel pitching for the Cardinals. He is batting cleanup for the Cardinals today. Jax Johnson, the shortstop, bats fifth. Dawson Downs, the right fielder, bats sixth in the order for Langdon-Munich today. Grady Pankratz DHing for the left fielder. Easton Schaefer, he's batting seventh. Sam Davis, the center fielder, bats eighth. And Connor Mitchell, the second baseman, bats ninth. Cardinals are coached by Josh Kravachka and assisted by Tanner Groth here this afternoon. Those are the Choice Bank starters here for the Mustangs and the Cardinals. We'll take one more pregame break, and we'll be back and get ready to go for Day 2 coverage of this Region 4 high school baseball tournament on a nice day here at North Star Co-op Field at Park River. Our first pitch is next here on KNDK, MyBorderland.com, the MyBorderland app, and the stable.
Working from home is made easier with help from United and Turtle Mountain Communications. Let their high-speed internet give you one less thing to worry about with strong connections that keep you connected for all of your online work. Visit UTMA.com. United and Turtle Mountain Communications, yesterday, today, tomorrow.
When it comes to keeping your tractor moving and your farm running smoothly, trust Jay with DuBois Oil. With a reliable diesel, gas, and mobile oil delivery, they've been fueling our community for over 60 years. Want speedy farm delivery? DuBois Oil is your solution. Contact Jay at 370-1775.
Your one-stop farm headquarters is the Olson Farmers Elevator. See them for grain marketing, fertilizer, chemical, seed, soil sampling, variable rate, and bulk fuel. The Olson Farmers Elevator, your locally owned co-op, serving their patrons for 103 years and counting.
Spraying season is here, and Ryan and Rick at Howard Air are ready to go, offering you dependable ground and aerial spraying. Book your acres today by calling Ryan or Rick at 370-9710. Proudly serving Cavalier County and beyond. It's Howard Air.
At Egg Country Farm Credit Services, we know that it takes preparation, hard work, and a full team effort to achieve success. So no matter what field you're competing on, we salute all our local athletes. Egg Country Farm Credit Services, experts in every field.
Built from the ground up by a legendary farmer, Simplot has delivered farming innovation for over 75 years. American-based and family-run to this day, Simplot Grower Solutions is grounded in field-proven products and insights. And good luck to all area teams.
Building or remodeling? See Walhalla Building Center from Dakota Windows, Edco Steel Siding, Malarkey Shingles, Aristocraft Cabinets, Valspar Paint, and everything else you'll need to complete your project. Good luck, Cardinals, from the Walhalla Building Center.
Go Langdon from the T.R. Wayne Insurance Agency. For farm, home, crop, business, life, and auto insurance, see the locally owned and operated T.R. Wayne Insurance Agency in Langdon or call 256-2166.
Bring the whole family to Sporty's Bar and Grill for lunch or supper, featuring appetizers, burgers, pizza, wings, sandwiches, and a variety of salads. See Sporty's Facebook page for menu and specials. Sporty's Bar and Grill, downtown Langdon.
Farmers Grain of Hoople provides area producers with competitive pricing on chemicals and fertilizer. They also offer custom application. Call the agronomy office at 894-6117 or the elevator at 894-6116 for Hoople Farmers Grain Company. Proud to bring you this portion of the game on KNDK.
All right, folks, here we are. Welcome back here to Park River. Jake Cooland on hand with you here for Day 2 coverage of this Region 4 high school baseball tournament. This tournament Day 2 is supposed to be on Tuesday. Then we got rained out. We had a lot of rain yesterday, and the rain that happened the day before forced a postponement of the tournament yesterday, and we're finally back here ready to go for Day 2 coverage here of this Region 4 tournament. Langdon-Munich and Midway-Minto again starting the day in a loser-out contest here between the two teams. Tyson Gibble is going to start on the mound here for the Cardinals. Tyson threw 48 pitches. He started against Grafton on Monday. You have a 135-pitch limit that you can throw in this Region 4 tournament. So 48 pitches thrown on Monday. That gives Tyson Gibble 87 pitches that he can throw today. As he is ready to go for our first pitch here to Eli Robinson, and the first pitch is high and inside for ball one. Our first pitch time is at 1:02 today. And again, it is a decent day for some baseball here in Park River, as the next pitch is in for a strike. Our game time temperature is at 63 degrees today. So 1:02 our first pitch time. Not too bad getting things started here in Day 2 of this tournament. Being we have 3 games to go through. 1-1 pitch is going to be outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Giving into the tournament, Tyson Gibble, an ERA of 5.75. So the next pitch is going to be swung on, popped up, and fouled out of play. It'll make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eli Robinson will be followed by Ben Gaditis, the first baseman, America Susky, the catcher, here in the top of the first. 7 innings of baseball here for this loser-out game of the Region 4 tournament. Next pitch swung on, and that's going to be hit foul back and out of play. That'll keep things here at 2-2. Lots of things going on. And of course, today is the start of the North Dakota State A&B track meet. Opening ceremonies at 3 o'clock this afternoon. The 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3. Sort of making a token throw. The pitch was kind of in the dirt and the turf, so Landon Strider will throw down to first just to make sure, but that will be a strikeout of Eli Robinson. Tyson Gibble, good breaking ball to get him out in front of that. Be nobody on of 1 out here for the Mustangs. And coming up will be Ben Gaditis, the first baseman. Ben, of course, the senior here for the Mustangs, batting .298 coming into the tournament. First pitch is going to be outside of low. It'll go for ball 1. That's a Midway-Minto lost by the 10-run rule to Park River in the first game of this tournament back on Monday. 1-0 pitch swung on, chopped back to the mound. As Gibble's got that, he'll throw over to first. It's going to be in time for out number 2. So 2 away here in the Midway-Minto first inning, and coming up will be Merrick Kosuski. So Merrick will come to the plate. He had a single back against Park River Area and reached base twice and scored a run back on Monday. As he comes coming into the tournament batting .324. He'll swing on the first pitch. Hit one down to short. It's going to go out to left field for a base hit. As he gets to the hole between third and short, he'll swing on the first pitch he sees as Osuski. And it's a 2-out base runner here for Midway-Minto. They get a man on at first here with 2 outs, and coming to the plate will be Andrew Risky. Risky batting .175 coming into the postseason. We're also going to have a courtesy runner coming on here for Midway-Minto. Glenn Goodsell will run over at first base. So, runner out at first and 2 outs. Mike Hansen, our plate umpire, correctly tells Andrew Risky to tuck in his jersey, his uniform, while everybody looking sharp out here for this tournament. So, here we go. Runner at first now, 2 outs. Tyson Gibble will check to first. And now he'll pitch from the stretch for the first time today in the first pitch. He's going to be missing low for ball 1. Mentioned Mike Hansen from Grafton calling the balls and strikes today. It is Tyler Stockton, our third base umpire from Grand Forks, Via Nietzsche, and Mitch Jorgensen from Park River, and of course, superintendent of schools at Fortville Lincoln is umpiring at first base. As the throw over to first and back in time will be Glenn Goodsell, the courtesy runner here for Merrick Kosuski. 1 ball, no strikes to count. It is here to Risky. No score here in the top of the first 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. That's going to be in for strike 1. Tyson Gibble will get that over. I mentioned Gibble, 87 pitches he can throw in this game to start the day. He's thrown 11 so far. So I guess if you do the math, that puts him down to 76. Is Gibble ready? 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch is outside of low, and it's going to be 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rest of the batting order for the Mustangs. Trenton Sitzer is on deck here in the inning. Andrew Pulak, the pitcher, bats 6th. Ezra Robinson, shortstop, 7th. Anton Albright, the third baseman, 8th. And Steph Moncada, the DH, bats 9th. 2-1 pitch is swung on, laced down the right field line, but it's going to be just foul. Just behind that was Andrew Risky on the pitch and leaving it up at 2-2. The defense of the Langdon Cardinals here today. Landon Schneider is behind the plate. At third base is Theo Rumfo today. Shortstop for the Cardinals, Jax Johnson. Second baseman is Connor Mitchell, and Devin Hawkinson is at first. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. It is here to Andrew Risky. So the Cardinals try to get off the field here in the top of the first inning. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 3. Good bender again shown there by Tyson Gimmel. It'll get him off the field and get the Cardinals out of trouble here in the first. For the Mustangs in their half of the first inning, they get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 1, and there were no Cardinals errors. At the end now of 1/2 of an inning, our score here from Park River, loser-out game of the Region 4 High School Baseball Tournament. North Prairie Ag scoreboard, Midway-Minto, nothing. Langdon coming to bats in a moment on KNDK, myborderland.com, the My Borderland app, and the stable.
Witzel Construction does dirt work for various projects, including basements, demolition, loading, hauling, water and sewer lines, septic tank installation, and will also do drain tile and drain field projects. Witzel Construction, Langdon.
North Prairie Ag's goal is to help you put in and maintain the best crop possible. Remember them for seed, chemical, and fertilizer, along with agronomy services. North Prairie Ag, your genuine farmer-owned cooperative with locations in Osnabrock, Nakoma, Edmore, Hampton, Starkweather, and Langdon.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call.
See Mostad Insurance Services of Langdon.
Langdon Implement, Royal Implement, and Cavalry Equipment, your John Deere dealers, are ready to help for the 2025 crop year. All 3 stores are now open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday for your parts, sales, service, and AMS needs. During deer season, get your best price of the year on lawn and garden equipment now on the lot. Take advantage of early season savings for your combines or go with the Green Service Special. See Langdon Implement, Royal Implement, and Cavalry Equipment. You can ask their parts departments about online John Deere parts discounts. All right, folks, here we go for the bottom of the first inning. Devin Hawkinson is going to lead things off for Langdon-Munich. He had a great game against Grafton in that 13-12 loss. The Cardinals had 3 hits in the game. As he leads things off here at the bottom of the first, Andy Pulak delivering the mail for Midway-Minto, and the first pitch is down low for a ball. Pulak, a left-hander throwing here for Midway-Minto, a freshman pitcher, 0-5 his record on the season, but an ERA of 2.52 is the next pitch. He'll be in for strike 1. 24 strikeouts compared to 18 walks for Andy Pulak here on the season. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. It is here to Devin Hawkinson. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be low and inside, bounce off the plate. It'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. And again, a nice day at the plate for Devin Hawkinson, who had 2 singles and a double against Grafton back on Monday. A couple of runs scored, a couple of RBIs. Next pitch is a swing and a foul ball at the plate. It'll keep it at 2-2. Devin Hawkinson coming into the tournament batting .296. His batting average here as he faces Andy Pulak with a 2-2 pitch upcoming. Gets the Cardinals batting order here in a moment. 2-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll be a strikeout. Devin Hawkinson will strike out against Pulak for the first batter that Andy Pulak faces. Nobody out of 1 out now. Coming up is Theo Rumfo. Rumfo had a double against Grafton back on Monday. And the Cardinals again had it set up where they wanted. What they wanted, they runners on at first and second against Grafton in the 7th inning, but could not get a time to go ahead run across. Here's the first pitch to Rumfo here, and Theo will foul one off, and it'll be no balls, 1 strike. Theo Rumfo, that double back on Monday, was his 7th of the season. He's got 8 home runs in the year, batting .500 coming into this contest. No balls, 1 strike to count. Here's a line by Pulak in the pitch, and it's outside, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Also coming up here in this first inning to be Landon Schneider, the catcher for Langdon-Munich. Batting cleanup is Tyson Gimmel. Shortstop Jax Johnson backs 5th, and Dawson Downs, the right fielder, batting 6th. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Next pitch to Rumfo is going to miss for a ball. Bottom of the order for the Cardinals, Grady Pankratz DHing for Easton Schaefer, the left fielder, bats 7th. As Rumfo will swing on the next pitch and pop it up over towards the Cardinals dugout. But that is going to get out of play to make it 2-2. Batting 8th for the Cardinals today is the center fielder, Sam Davis. And batting 9th is the second baseman, Connor Mitchell. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, this is the first of a 3-game day here in this Region 4 tournament. Winners bracket game to come here with Park River Area and Grafton to follow this game at approximately 3 o'clock. Next pitch to Rumfo, check swing. But the pitch is going to be, I believe, called a strike, and Rumfo is going to get down to first because that pitch was a breaking ball and it bounced to the backstop. So I believe that is going to be, or was it called a ball? Well, we'll see here. Yeah, pitch was called a ball. So Theo Rumfo thought his check swing might have been strike 3. As it stands, though, the pitch be called a ball, so Rumfo stays alive, and he not on base. He will come back to the plate, grab the bat, and now it's a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 the count it is here to Theo Rumfo. The pitch, a swing, and a foul ball at the plate. It'll be 3-2 once again. Defensively for the Mustangs, behind the plate is Miracle Susky. Third base is Anton Albright today. As for Robinson, the shortstop at second. Here for the Mustangs is Blake Lizakowski, and at first is Ben Goditis. Next pitch to Rumfo, swung on, hit out of the left field for a base hit. And Theo Rumfo will keep the hands back and get out in front of that pitch and single out to left field. So Cardinals will have a runner on at first here with 1 out. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. And now coming up will be the left-handed hitting catcher for the Cardinals, Landon Schneider. Bats left, throws right here for Area-Munich. Schneider had a triple for the Cardinals. This diamond was a triples machine in the 2 games that we played here in this tournament back on Monday. Schneider had one of those. Here's the first pitch to him here from Pulak, and it's in for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike to count. Cardinals a runner at first here, and 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. No balls and a strike in the pitch, and it's going to be in at the knees for strike 2. So Schneider will take 2 strikes here from Andy Pulak. Lefty versus lefty here, pitching and hitting here for the Mustangs and Cardinals. 0-2 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch down low for a ball. Throw is going to be not in time as it's caught in front of the bag. The throw down by Ezra Robinson. It'll be a stolen base for Theo Rumfo. For Theo, that'll be his 3rd steal of the year. And he's on now in scoring position of the count 1-2 to Landon Schneider. On deck is Tyson Gimmel here for the Cardinals. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing. And a pop-up foul and out of play. Again, the loser of this game is done for the season. This is a loser-out game for the tournament. Loser is going to pack up the equipment for the year, and the winner will move on to play another loser-out game today at about 5:30. 1 ball and 2 strikes in the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Andy Pulak here in the bottom of the first inning. So the Cardinals will still have a runner out at second now at 2 outs. And coming up is going to be Tyson Gimmel, the pitcher. Gimmel to come on with the runner, Theo Rumfo leading off at second base. As Pulak ready, in the first pitch is right down Main Street, and Gimmel will take it for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike to count. And these 2 teams played twice this year. The Cardinals won by the 10-run rule in each. But we'll see what happens here in Game 3 between the 2 teams. Next pitch is high and outside. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 to count. I don't believe we've given you the outfield yet for Midway-Minto. Andrew Riskey is in left today. In center is Eli Robinson, and in right field, here this afternoon is Trenton Sitzer. So the next pitch to Gimmel will miss for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tyson Gimmel batting .396 on the season, coming in here to the tournament. That's good for second on the Cardinals team. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a roller down to third, and it's going to be a throw over to first in time for out number 3. Nicely played there by Anton Albright, and the Cardinals will be retired in their half of the first inning. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left, no errors. The end of 1 complete of the North Prairie Ag scoreboard now. High school baseball here from the Region 4 tournament here in Park River on the North Prairie Ag scoreboard. Scoreless between Langdon-Munich and Midway-Minto. Top of the second coming up after this.
Whether it's a leaky faucet or a plugged sewer, minor renovations to major overhauls, new construction, commercial construction, we do it all. Give us a call.
Clements Road, plumbing, heating, and air.
Protect your farming investment with Bachman Goodman Ag Services, an independent crop hail agency that is also now offering property and casualty insurance. For great service, timely claims management, and a trusted advisor, call Darren, Greg, or Cassandra at 256-2691.
It's time to knock your building projects out of the ballpark with the team at Langdon Building Center. See them for a new deck, siding, or Minn Kota windows. LBC is an authorized Minn Kota windows dealer. Langdon Building Center, the center of your building needs.
Columbia Grain delivers quality grain while specializing in corn, soybeans, spring wheat, and canola. Columbia Grain takes pride in being a diversified agriculture company dedicated to serving the producers in local communities. See Columbia Grain in Crystal.
All right, thanks to all of our great sponsors for helping getting tournament coverage here of this Region 4 high school baseball tournament for Park River on our airwaves or on the Stable YouTube page, wherever it may be. Thanks to all of you for helping get the words out and the pictures out for this game. Here's Tyson Gimmel ready to deliver his first pitch of the second inning, and it's going to be outside to Trenton Sitzer. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Trent did not start the game for Midway-Minto a couple of days ago, but he did come in midway through it and pitched against Midway-Minto's loss to Park River, I should say, on Monday. Next pitch is a swing and a miss for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch is going to be outside. It'll be 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Trenton Sitzer, Andy Pulak, and Ezra Robinson to follow in the second. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. The pitch in the inner half of the plate. It'll be 2-2. Again, we're scoreless here in this loser-out game here in the top of the second inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line to the 2-2 swing and a foul to the backstop. And pitch way inside there, but Sitzer gave it a go, and he fouled it to the backstop to keep it at 2-2. Nice sunny sky here. We're expecting that most of the day here today and tomorrow as well. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Tyson Gimmel throwing well here so far for the Cardinals. That is his 3rd strikeout. Andy Pulak now will come to the plate. The pitcher. Andy coming into the tournament batting .158 on the year. Yes, here's the line of the first pitch to him, and it's going to be down low from Gimmel. It'll be 1 ball, no strikes. On the North Prairie Ag scoreboard, some other tournaments going on today. Region 5 high school baseball tournament is happening in Bottineau. Next pitch to Pulak, a swing and a miss for a strike. In a loser-out game there earlier today, Bottineau knocked out North Star 5-2. And that was a loser-out game of that tournament, and Bottineau is now playing rugby in the championship for Region 5. Rugby is the undefeated team there. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch swung on and fouled off of the plate. It'll be 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. It goes here to Andy Pulak. So 2-2 it goes to the Mustangs pitcher. Ezra Robinson, the shortstop, is on deck here in the inning. So 2-2 it goes. Nobody on, a 1 out here in the second. 2-2. Breaking ball swung on, hit hard out into right. Out there, though, and making the catch will be Dawson Downs. So the second out of the inning. Giving one a ride there was Andy Pulak here off the left-handed bat there. But there to haul it in is going to be Dawson Downs for the second out of the inning. So there's 2 away here for the Mustangs. And coming up now is Ezra Robinson, the shortstop. Is Gimmel ready, and the first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. As Robinson coming into the turning, batting here on the season, batting .180, 4 hits on the year. Next pitch is a swing and a foul to the backstop. It'll be 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Again, scoreless here are the Cardinals of the Mustangs here in this loser-out game of the Region 4 tournament. 0-2 pitch inside. That'll back Robinson out of the batter's box at touch. And to make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Line the 1-2 is high and inside. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Cattle leave it up here at 2-2. Again, scoreless. Each team has 1 hit so far today. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A swing and a foul to the backstop. Robinson protecting the plate, and Ezra will stay alive at the count because of it. Count even at 2-2. So ready to go here again is Tyson Gimmel trying to pitch through his first perfect inning today. Nobody on at 2 outs to the Mustangs. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Tyson Gimmel will get out of trouble here in this second inning. I guess no real trouble he got into. 4 strikeouts, 2 more Ks in this inning for the Cardinals right-hander. At the end now of 1.5 from Midway-Minto. No runs, no hits, no errors, and there was no one left on base. 1.5 in the books now in this loser-out game of the Region 4 tournament. On the North Prairie Ag scoreboard, it is Midway-Minto nothing, Langdon-Munich nothing.
Columbia Grain delivers quality grain while specializing in corn, soybeans, spring wheat, and canola. Columbia Grain takes pride in being a diversified agriculture company dedicated to serving the producers in local communities. See Columbia Grain in Crystal.
Buying or building a home? Stop in and visit Kayla with FM Bank. She has the expertise to help with home financing. Stop in to visit about the many options available. FM Bank, hometown banking with your neighbors and friends. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good luck to all area teams from Forest Flying Service. See them for aerial and ground chemical application. Call Kevin, Dave, Kenny, or Chad at 256-5108. For crop care by air at its best, it's Forest Flying Service saying go Cardinals all season long.
The Friend Seed Solutions of Langdon is ready to help you get that crop in the ground with several options and varieties of top quality seed. Call Austin at 256-2374. Wishing the Cards and all area teams best of luck this tournament season. LaFrance Seed Solutions, Highway 1, Langdon.
Okay, we roll to the bottom of the second, folks. No score between Midway-Minto and Langdon-Munich. Andy Pulak ready to deliver the first pitch to Jax Johnson. And it swung on and popped up near the Cardinals dugout, just to our right here, and goes over the backstop and out of play. Making no balls and one strike. I want to make sure folks remember the concessions going strong here at this tournament. Region 4 tournament here in Park River. And again, lots of eats, lots of cold drinks here as well throughout the tournament. Make sure you check that out when you come to the tourney. Line pitch swung on and lifted out into right field for a base hit. Not much on that. His kind of went right off the end of the bat there of Jax Johnson, but it just had enough to get to the outfield. Yeah, it's a single for the Cardinals here to start the second. Their second hit of the game. Their leadoff man is on as Johnson is at first base, and now coming up is going to be Dawson Downs, the right fielder. Downs, they hit the other day against Grafton in that marathon 13-12 loss as a throw to first. Pulak will chase Jax Johnson back to the bag. Andy Pulak, again, a left-hander, as most left-handers do, has a good move over to first base. So Johnson needs to watch it there. As the first pitch now to Dawson Downs is in for strike one. Dawson Downs batting .218 on the season, but that was single the other day. It was his 13th hit of the year. Not too bad there for the Cardinals freshman. Next pitch is outside of low, and it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. Andy Pulak did not throw in this tournament. One of the rare pitchers that didn't throw here at the tourney back on Monday. So he has his full complement of pitches to use here in this contest, just through his 25th. As the next pitch is going to be inside and low, it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 the count it is here to Dawson Downs. Jax Johnson, again, has not tried to go to second yet. He has a short lead over at first. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it's going to be outside, 3-1. Actually, a balk is called, so no pitch there for Andy Pulak. Balk will put Jax Johnson over to second base. So it's a dead ball situation. So the Cardinals on the balk get a runner at second base now. Langdon-Munich, a runner in scoring position, trying to drive in the first run of the game. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. The pitch into half there by Downs. Doesn't get it. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Grady Pankratz here in the inning. Cardinals have nobody out here in the bottom of 2. So 2-2, and the pitch is on at the knees for called strike 3. And Dawson Downs will strike out looking. 3rd strikeout for Andy Pulak today. And coming up is going to be Grady Pankratz, the DH. Pankratz DHing for Easton Schaefer, the left fielder. So it's going to be, again, a runner at second now with a 1 out for the Cardinals. No score. Here's the first pitch. And it's outside to Pankratz. It'll be 1 ball, no strikes. Grady coming into the tournament, 12 hits on the year as well, a double, and he's batting .333 on the season. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is inside a low. Almost got Grady on his foot there, but he'll step out of the way, and it'll make it 2-0 the count. Sam Davis is on deck for the Cardinals in the inning. 2 balls and no strikes, and the pitch is going to be right there for strike 1. So Pankratz will wait for the called strike, and now it'll be 2-1 the count. The Cardinals DH, again, Pankratz DHing for Easton Schaefer today. 2-1 pitch, swing and a foul right to the backstop. And it'll give it up at 2-2. Park River area, of course, already here, ready to go for their game. A winner's bracket game to come that they will play against Grafton to follow this one. We'll have it for you here on KNDK, My Borderland app in the stable. Next pitch is a swing, and Pankratz will pop one up left side of the plate. And Osalski cannot get to it. He was there. I shouldn't say he couldn't get to it. He was there. He could not grab it, couldn't grasp it. And Pankratz will stay alive. We'll see if he can make something out of getting the new life at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. 2-2 it goes here to Grady Pankratz. Again, Jax Johnson at second base here for Langdon-Munich. 2-2, and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll be 2 big strikeouts in a row now for Andy Pulak on the mound here for Midway-Minto. 2 away, and coming up is Sam Davis, the center fielder. Davis is batting .246 on the year. A couple of 4 doubles, 2 triples on the season. RBI chance for him here. The first pitch is going to be a check swing, pitch outside. It'll be 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count. Again, Jack Johnson still over at second base here for Langdon-Munich, but now with 2 outs in the inning. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Is out in front of that was going to be Sam Davis. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. No score. Here are the Cardinals and the Mustangs. 1-1 in the pitch. And that's right there for strike 2. And Davis just takes that. Cardinals taking some what looked to be pretty decent pitches from our view here today so far. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch is going to be outside. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count goes even here to the batter, Sam Davis. Jack Johnson still on at second. Even count 2-2 is inside and low. It'll run it full. First full count, I believe it is your second one, I believe, for Andy Pulak pitching today. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the count. Donner Mitchell officially on deck now here for the Cardinals. 3-2 though to Davis. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's going to be 5 strikeouts. Striking out the side of the second is Andy Pulak, and that'll do it for the Cardinals with their half of 2. They get no runs on 1 hit, 1 left, and there were no Mustangs errors. At the end now of 2 complete. North Prairie Ag scoreboard still scoreless here with Langdon-Munich and Midway-Minto, top of the 3rd after this. On the North Prairie Ag scoreboard again on KNDK, MyBorderland.com, My Borderland app, in the stable.
Farmers Union Oil is your locally owned co-op, meaning the money you spend stays in your community. Customers are paid dividends, and that money stays at home. Call for current fuel and propane prices. Farmers Union Oil, Langdon, Calvin, Lawton, Lankin, and Edinburgh, your locally owned cooperative.
The Langdon Eagles Club says, go Cardinals. Wednesday is chicken night. Fridays are burger nights. Order for the field, 256-3300. Blackjack gaming and the Pig Wheel every Friday and Saturday night. Progressive bingo Monday and Tuesdays at 7:30. The Langdon Eagles Club.
This portion of the game is brought to you by Clyde Farm Service and Supply. See them for Westfield and Meridian Augers and Bear Track Utility Trailers. Clyde Farm Service and Supply wishes best luck to all area teams.
All right, friends, here we go. We're rolling to the top of the 3rd inning. We're rolling right through this game here. So you started at 102 already in the top of the 3rd. We'll take it. Anton Albright, the 3rd baseman, leads things off now for Midway-Minto against Tyson Gimmel. The first pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Anton Albright here on the season is batting .248. Coming into the tournament. Next pitch, a half swing, but it'll go around enough to be called for strike 2. Albright to be followed by Steph Moncada, the DH, in the top of the order, and Eli Robinson. 8-9-1 batters for the Midway-Minto. 0-2 pitch, high and inside. And it's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. In a turf infield here, artificial turf in Park River, grass outfield. Next pitch is taken for a called strike 3. Pitch just kind of bended back over the plate there, and Albright takes it for the first out of the inning. That's going to be 5 strikeouts now for Tyson Gimmel today. 1 away. Here are the 3rd, and coming up is Steph Moncada, DHing for the second baseman, Blake Lizakowski. Here's the first pitch, and it's going to be just missing low. 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0 the count. Again, beautiful, beautiful day here in Park River. Going to be a nicer day tomorrow, we're told, for the championship day, the tourney. 1-0 pitch swung on. Foul back it out of play to be 1-1. North Prairie Ag scoreboard, the Region 2 high school baseball tournament is continuing today due to wet conditions. They're playing that in Castleton, and Central Cass moving it from Mayville State University. 1-1 pitch is going to be outside 2-1. We don't have any scoreboard scores for that. They're going to start that tournament today at 3 o'clock. 2-1 pitch swing and a foul ball at the plate, 2-2. They're actually playing the Region 1 tournament first and then going to the Region 2 tournament today, getting a full day. I believe they started very early this morning at 8 a.m. for the first game in Region 1. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball high, and it's going to be 3-2 to count to Steph Moncada, who swung a decent bat for Midway-Minto. He had 2 hits against Park River area back on Monday. Next pitch, a swing and a miss here for strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Tyson Gimmel, who was thrown fairly hard here today. Nobody on at 2 outs, and now coming up the top of the order, and Eli Robinson here for Midway-Minto. Robinson struck out against Gimmel back in the first inning. Again, the top 8 teams from the 8 region tournaments in high school baseball advance to the state high school baseball tournament, which starts next Thursday in Fargo. The next pitch to Robinson, 2-hop down to short. After that is Jack Johnson. Throw won't be in time. Slowly hit baseball at a lot of speed there for Eli Robinson. He'll beat it out. He was running from the left side of the plate, too. Left-hander there, so an infield hit. Here for Midway-Minto, it'll be a 2-out base runner now for the Mustangs. And coming up is Ben Gaditis, the first baseman. Gaditis 0 for 1. He grounded back to the mound, back to the first inning. It's going to be a leadoff at first base now here for Eli Robinson. A little bit of speed there as Eli leads the team in steals of 5 on the year. Here's the first pitch to Gaditis. It's outside of low. That's going to kick in the dirt and kick away from Landon Schneider. It'll be a wild pitch to allow Eli Robinson to go to second base. So, runner now over at second as Gaditis awaiting again the next pitch here. So now runner in scoring position here for the Mustangs. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Ben Gaditis. 1-0 the pitch, and it is going to be in there for strike 1 to the knees. So Gaditis will take a strike, 1-1 the count. Ben Gaditis, a home run this season. He's got a home run and a double. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind not blowing out today. It's blowing in, though, from right field. By the way, 1-1 pitch, swung on. Hit down to the third base bag where it's going to be a foul ball by the time it gets to Theo Rumfo. And it'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Gaditis bounces it down to third. He'll have to come back to the batter's box and try it again. 1-2 the count. That's the 3 games of this tournament today. Following this game, Park River Area and Grafton in this Region 4 tournament. And another loser-out game at 5:30. The winner of this game against the loser of the next one. Championship day of this tournament will be tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow early at 11 a.m. 1, maybe 2 championship games. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and it's high to Gaditis. It's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we'll play 3 games of this tournament today and have 1, maybe 2 in the tourney tomorrow. We'll crown a Region 4 champion. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Gimmel looks to second. Eli Robinson there. 2-2 pitch. Low, and it's 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Merrick Osowski, the batter on deck, should get Gaditis reach here in the inning. 47 pitches thrown now by Tyson Gimmel today. And the count full at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch is outside of low for ball 4. There's the first walk for Tyson Gimmel today. And the 2-out rally continues here for Midway-Minto. Runners on at first and second. 2 outs, and coming up is Merrick Osowski. Osowski is 1 for 1. He singled back in the first inning. His second hit of the tournament. He's the catcher here for Midway-Minto, so he'll take off the shin guards and come to the plate here with runners on at first and second and 2 outs. In no score, Midway-Minto trying to generate the first run of the game now. As Tyson Gimmel looking at Merrick Osowski. Again, 2 strikeouts to start the inning by Gimmel. Then he gave up a single and now a walk. Here's the first pitch. A breaking ball is going to be in there for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to count. I can't see him from Grafton behind the plate here today. No balls and 1 strike. 2 on base here for Midway-Minto. Their biggest rally of the game to this point. A 1 pitch inside. It almost hit Osowski, but he'll get out of the way. It'll be 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Decent crowd on hand here on a nice day. You never know what kind of crowd you get on such an early day for the start of this one, but got a decent crowd over this Region 4 tourney. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And 1-1, and the pitch is outside of low, and it's going to be 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike to Osowski. Over 50 pitches now is Tyson Gimmel. And again, he had 87 he could throw coming in. So down to 36. Lefty can throw in this contest. Needs to get out of trouble here for the Cardinals. Mustangs, of course, trying to get that big 2-out hit. 2-1 pitch. A swing and a roller down to third. Up of that is going to be Rumfo. And he nonchalanted going to third base. He could have thrown to first to get Osowski, and he did not sprint over to third base, and beating out the play at third is going to be Eli Robinson, and everybody is safe. And Josh Kravachka walking very quickly out to the mound here. Onto the field, his choice will be Osowski, and it's going to be a runner at every bag now for the Mustangs. And Josh Kravachka having a little infield talk here. Obviously, Theo Rumfo thought he had a lot more time to get over to third for the force out, but Eli Robinson, a lot of speed there, beat him out. So now it's the bases loaded for Andrew Riskey with 2 outs. His meeting on the mound is done. Gimmel is going to stay on the hill. So we'll see if that last play hurts the Cardinals. And it'll be, again, bases full here now for Midway-Minto. Eli Robinson at third, Gaditis at second, Osowski at first. Andrew Risky 0 for 1 today. He struck out against Gimmel earlier. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a roller down to second. Friendly hop it is for Connor Mitchell. He'll throw to first. It's low, but a nice pick of the baseball by Travis Hawkinson will get the Cardinals out of trouble in the third. And leaving them loaded in inning number 3, here is Midway-Minto. They get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 3. And at the end now of 2.5, North Prairie Ag scoreboard, it is still scoreless here between Langdon, Munich, and Midway-Minto. In the bottom of 3 coming up right after this.
Christie Motors is a premier Ford dealership that is committed to customer service. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or certified pre-owned vehicle, see Christie Motors, your local Ford dealer in Langdon.
Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com. Choice Bank, member FDIC.
Working from home is made easier with help from United and Turtle Mountain Communications. Let their high-speed internet give you one less thing to worry about, with strong connections that keep you connected for all of your online work. Visit UTMA.com. United and Turtle Mountain Communications, yesterday, today, tomorrow.
When it comes to keeping your tractor moving and your farm running smoothly, trust Jay with DuBois Oil. With the reliable diesel, gas, and mobile oil delivery, they've been fueling our community for over 60 years. Want speedy farm delivery? DuBois Oil is your solution. Contact Jay at 370-1775.
Your one-stop farm headquarters is the Olson Farmers Elevator. See them for grain marketing, fertilizer, chemical, seed, soil sampling, variable rate, and bulk fuel. The Olson Farmers Elevator, your locally owned co-op, serving their patrons for 103 years and counting.
Spraying season is here, and Ryan and Rick at Howard Air are ready to go, offering you dependable ground and aerial spraying. Book your acres today by calling Ryan or Rick at 370-9710. Proudly serving Cavalier County and beyond. It's Howard Air.
All right, friends, here we go. Bottom of the 3rd inning. No score between Langdon, Munich, and Midway-Minto. Cardinals got out of a big jam at the top of the 1st. They'll hit now at the bottom of the top of the 3rd, I should say. They'll hit in the bottom of 3 with Connor Mitchell. It takes the first pitch outside from Andy Pulak for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Pulak, left-hander, winds, fires, and the pitch swung on. Hit over second out into right center field for a base hit. Connor Mitchell has a single to get the Cardinals going here in the 3rd inning. So a leadoff single for the 2nd straight inning for Langdon Munich. That's their 3rd hit of the game. So 3 hits to the Cardinals now so far today, and Devin Hawkinson will come up. He's 0 for 1. He struck out back to the 1st. So Mitchell over at first base. Cardinals again now. Throw over to first by Pulak, but Mitchell will get back in time. So Connor Mitchell, number 9 hitter, gets on base. And Devin Hawkinson is 0 for 1 to the strikeout now at the plate. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a bouncer foul. And it's going to be no balls and 1 strike. On the green part of the infield turf, I guess we'll say, is Anton Albright going into the grass, if you will. This artificial turf here today, expecting a possible moment with Theo Rumpho on deck in the inning. 0-1 pitch to Hawkinson, swung on, and that is hammered out into left, and that's going to go all the way back to the fence. It's extra bases for Devin Hawkinson. Connor Mitchell is going to be waved around third. Oh, he stumbles. Now he is going to try to come in and score, and he will be there on what will be a triple for Devin Hawkinson. Hawkinson will turn around second and go to third. Mitchell stumbled on the turf, got up and came around in time, in decent shape to score a run. So again, a little hairy situation there for the Cardinals for a moment, but they do score a run here in this inning. We're okay over here, everybody. Nobody call the cops or anything, all right? Here we go. Ready now is Theo Rumpho, 1 for 1. He singled back to the 1st inning. As the hill swing on the first pitch and foul it down the left field line. Again, we bumped some of the braces off here of our perch up here in the press box. That was a loud noise maybe some of you heard. No balls and 1 strike to count. No blood, no foul, I guess, here today in the press box. No balls and 1 strike in the pitch. And that is going to be down low for a ball. Over at third base is Devin Hawkinson, RBI triple. And Hawkinson for Devin on the season. That'll be his 3rd triple of the year. He now has 2 extra base hits in this tournament, 4 hits overall. 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be inside. That's going to bounce away from Eric Osuski. That's going to be a wild pitch thrown by Pulak, and the Cardinals will get a run in to make it 2-0. So now 2 hits and 2 runs have scored here for the Cardinals. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. It is here to Theo Rumfo now with nobody on base. So 2-1 it is. Cardinals again leading 2-0 here in the bottom of 3. Cardinals 4 hits now so far in the game. Schneider on deck, 2-1 in the pitch. Swing, and a ball lifted high in the air out to right field. It's going to hang up out there and making the catch out in right. And doing a good job of that is Trenton Sitzer for the first out of the inning. So Trent Sitzer will retire Theo Rumfo for out number 1. And now coming up here is going to be Landon Schneider, the catcher. And Schneider 0 for 1. He struck out against Andy Pulak back in the first inning. He'll swing on the first pitch and pop it up in the infield. And coming on is Lizakowski, the second baseman, and he'll make the catch for a quick second out. And the Cardinals now 2 away in their half of the third. And coming up is Tyson Gimmel, the pitcher. Gimmel 0 for, 0 for 1, grounding to third his last time up. And it's going to be Pulak ready in the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That's that Region 2 tournament going on at Central Casta. I don't think they'll give you the pairings yet. They're going to start at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So 1-0 pitch will be into Gimmel for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. At 3 o'clock today, it'll be Hatton Northwood versus Thompson in a loser-out game. Then a semifinal game to follow that at 5. Next pitch is going to be inside and low, and it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Thompson lost in the first round of the tournament to Hillsborough Central Valley back on Monday. 2-1 pitch, swing, and a foul ball at the plate. And it'll keep and make the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 to Tyson Gimmel. Cardinals 2 runs in the inning, but now 2 outs here in the bottom of 3. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Is Pulak ready in the 2-2. Swing and a chopper in the hole between third and short. That is going to go for a base hit. Tyson Gimmel will get a single. And the Cardinals will get a 2-out base runner. And coming up now will be Jax Johnson, the shortstop. He'll get a chance to hit here in the inning. So it's going to be, again, a runner at first here with 2 outs. And now coming up is Jax Johnson, who singled back in the second. Singled out to right field. He went off the end of his bat. Here's the first pitch to him here. He'll swing and lift one and pop one up in the infield again behind the mound. Who wants it? Nobody does. And now the Cardinals are going to end up with the runners at the corners. An infield bloop there for Jax Johnson. Tyson Gimmel went to second. Nobody was covering third base, so he says, okay, I'll take third. And again, just miscommunication on who was going to catch that pop-up behind the mound. That does happen sometimes. Happened to the Mustangs here, and it's going to be runners now at the corners for the Cardinals as Grady Dawson Downs will get a chance to hit now here in this third inning. So the Cardinals a chance for a 2-out run, possibly. Midway-Minto trying to keep the score right where it is at 2-0. Here's the first pitch, and it's going to be in there for strike 1. Heading down to second is Jax Johnson. I think they're he was going to see if he could maybe get into a rundown, but they'll look him over to second base. So no balls and 1 strike to count to Dawson Downs, 0-1. And the pitch by Pulak is going to be in there for strike 2. Right at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Now Pulak, again, a pitch away from getting off the hook here in the third. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Downs will strike out for the second time. Pulak 6 Ks on the day, and that'll do it for Langdon-Munich in their half of the third inning. But they do get 2 runs. Cardinals 2 runs on 2 hits, one of them an RBI triple by Devin Hawkinson. There was 2 left, and I should say 2 runs on 4 hits in the inning, 2 left and no errors. The end now of 3 complete. North Prairie Ag scoreboard, high school baseball. From the Region 4 tournament here at North Star Co-op Field in Park River, it is Langdon-Munich 2 and Midway-Minto nothing.
At Egg Country Farm Credit Services, we know that it takes preparation, hard work, and a full team effort to achieve success. So no matter what field you're competing on, we salute all our local athletes. Egg Country Farm Credit Services, experts in every field.
Built from the ground up by a legendary farmer, Simplot has delivered farming innovation for over 75 years. American-based and family-run to this day, Simplot Grower Solutions is grounded in field-proven products and insights. And good luck to all area teams.
Building or remodeling? See Walhalla Building Center from Midway-Minto Windows, Edco Steel Siding, Malarkey Shingles, Aristocraft Cabinets, Valspar Paint, and everything else you'll need to complete your project. Good luck, Cardinals, from the Walhalla Building Center.
Number 4, Trenton.
All right, here we go to the top of the fourth inning. Trenton Sitzers, you heard PA announcer here announced that here in a few moments. Lauren Zavalny, our PA announcer here again today, announcing Trenton Sitzer takes a pitch for a strike from Tyson Gimmel, and it's no balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be high. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Trenton Sitzer 0 for 1, struck out against Gimmel back in the second inning, followed by Andy Pulak and Ezra Robinson. So the next pitch is in there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're closing in on, well, let's see, 56 pitches that is thrown by Gimmel so far. 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's strikeout number 7 for Tyson here today. So there's 1 out now in the Midway-Minto fourth inning, and coming up is Andy Pulak, the pitcher. Should mention for Langdon listeners here today, there's the summer concert series is going to go on in Langdon tonight. Right on Boyd Block, they're going to be having the Langdon Community Band perform at 7 p.m. this evening, as the first pitch is coming in Andy Pulak for a strike. That's the summer concert series sponsored by the Northern Lights Arts Council. Next pitch to Pulak, a swing and a miss for strike 2. So if you're looking for something to do, if you're back in the Langdon area later this evening, go check that out in downtown Langdon, North Dakota. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. So 3 pitches and another strikeout it is here for Tyson Gimmel, his second of the game. And there's 2 away now for Ezra Robinson, who's 0 for 1, struck out against Gimmel back in the second. Again, the Mustangs low to the bases in the last inning. But again, it was Gimmel getting a strike or ground ball out actually from Andrew Risky to end the threat. So it's 2-0 Cardinals. Here's their first pitch to Robinson, swing and a miss for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to count. Can you go up to 135 pitches for this tournament as the next pitch is outside for a ball? So eventually coming into the game, Tyson Gimmel had thrown 48 pitches, had 87 pitches left to go, and he's up to now 63 as the next pitch is in for a strike to Ezra Robinson. And the pitch, swing, and a little pop-up behind the mound. Who wants it? And it's going to be a backhanded play. Oh, almost a play there by Connor Mitchell. The ball is in for a hit over the mound by Ezra Robinson. And then Mitchell was trying on a hop, almost threw out the base runner, the second baseman. Trying to make it over the shoulder catch there was Tyson Gimmel, couldn't do it. So the inning will continue, and coming up now will be Anton Albright, the third baseman. And more pitches will have to be thrown here by Tyson Gimmel. The Cardinals leading 2-0. That would have ended the inning, but here's the throw over to first, and Ezra Robinson is back in time. So Robinson will get an infield hit. He's on at first base here with 2 outs. And coming up now is going to be Tyson Gimmel, or to pitch, I should say, is going to be low as he brings it to Anton Albright. Be 1 ball and no strikes to count. Gimmer in the top of the fourth. 1-0 it goes. And the pitch, swing and a little looper right to third. Coming on is Theo Rumfo, and he'll make the catch of the soft pop-up for out number 3. So that's going to do it here for Midway-Minto in their half of the fourth. They get a 2-out base runner, but no runs on that 1 hit. 1 left. Nobody left on base. And at the end now, 3.5. We're halfway through this loser-out game of the 2025 Region 4 High School Baseball Tournament here in Park River. And again, on the North Prairie Ag scoreboard, it is Langdon-Munich 2 and Midway-Minto nothing. Bottom of 4 next on KNDK, myVoterline.com, my Voterline app, and the stable.
Go Langdon from the T.R. Wayne Insurance Agency. For farm, home, crop, business, life, and auto insurance, see the locally owned and operated T.R. Wayne Insurance Agency in Langdon or call 256-2166.
Bring the whole family to Sporty's Bar and Grill for lunch or supper, featuring appetizers, burgers, pizza, wings, sandwiches, and a variety of salads. See Sporty's Facebook page for menu and specials. Sporty's Bar and Grill, downtown Langdon.
Farmers Grain of Hoople provides area producers with competitive pricing on chemicals and fertilizer. They also offer custom application. Call the agronomy office at 894-6117 or the elevator at 894-6116 for Hoople Farmers Brothers Crane Company. Proud to bring you this portion of the game on KNDK. Witzel Construction does dirt work for various projects, including basements, demolition, loading, hauling, water and sewer lines, septic tank installation, and will also do drain tile and drain field projects. Witzel Construction, Langdon.
Okay, we roll it to the bottom of the fourth, and again, it's 2-0. Langdon-Munich leading Midway-Minto as Grady Pankratz will swing on the first pitch and foul it off the press box up where we're sitting up here over the grandstand. It's no balls and one strike. Pankratz is 0 for 1 here so far today. He'll swing on the next pitch. Ground one to short. Slow roller. Ezra Robinson has a throw to first. Is going to be not in time. It's dropped over there at first base. That's going to be an error to put Grady Pankratz on at first. He's trying for the big stretch there is Bengaditis, but could not kind of bobble the ball over at first base. So it's the first error of the game, I believe, here on either team, and it'll be a runner at first now for the Cardinals. And Sam Davis will be coming up. Easton Schaefer has come on to run for Grady Pankratz at first. So Sam Davis 0 for 1. He struck out back in the second. Now comes the plate of the runner at first here, and nobody out. Pulak a throw over to first, but Schaefer back in time. Easton Schaefer again playing left field, being DH'd by Grady Pankratz, but he'll now come in to run over at first. Pulak ready. Here's the first pitch, and it's a bunt laid down by Davis, and a dandy passed him out. It's going to be a bunt single for Sam Davis, who pushed that just perfectly past him out. Now, Eddie Pulak, again, a left-handed pitcher, so when he threw the ball, he drew him away from where that bunt was on the right side of the mound. His follow-through took him away from the baseball, and it ended up being an easy bunt single for Sam Davis. Runners on at first and second now for the Cardinals with nobody out, and Connor Mitchell at the plate. Might be another bunt situation here for Langdon-Munich. We shall see. And Mitchell is bunting, and he puts one down right in front of the plate. Unitas has that. His only play is the first, and he throws it away. Out into right field. A run will score as coming in is Schaefer. Stopping at third base is Davis. And it's going to be another error here. That might be a bunt single again. We'll give Connor Mitchell one for now. And then an error on the throw down. So it's going to be 3-0 now. The Cardinals out in front. And Shane Robinson is going to come out here and have a word with his infield and try to settle things down. That was another nicely placed bunt by Connor Mitchell. And again, it's runners now at second and third. The top of the order is coming up. Shane Robinson, you'd assume he'll stay with Andy Pulak. He's thrown 62 pitches so far today. And he can go up to, we can go all the way up past 100 here today for sure. So it's going to be just a quick pep talk here by Shane Robinson trying to settle down his infield, too. Cardinals have runners at second and third. After the throwing error there by Gaditis gave everybody an extra base. Gaditis could have just eaten that, but he tried to make the tough throw over to first base. And, of course, it was the second baseman, Lizakowski, covering, too. So nobody that was maybe a little bit of youth over there at the first base bag. Anyway, it's going to be Hawkins and swing out of the first pitch and a single for the Cardinals, and 2 runs are going to score. Travis Hawkinson, again, another great day. And on the throw home, he will take second. So the throw comes all the way to the plate as they try to throw out Connor Mitchell, but it's an RBI single for Devin Hawkins at his second hit of the day, and he brings in 2 runs to make the score now 5-0. The Cardinals have broken it open here in the fourth, and 2 RBIs will be there for Devin Hawkinson. He has 3 runs batted into the game. First pitch now coming to Theo Rumpho is at the plate. The first pitch is a swing, and there's a high drive to left, and that is hanging. Is going back, though, keeping going back and making the catch, though, out in left field is Andrew Risky. That took him all the way back to the fence, but just getting under that ball was Theo Rumpho. He's going to have a long fly out to left for the first out of the inning. So to stay 5-0, Cardinals leading is Hawkinson still at second. Landon Schneider at the plate. Schneider 0 for 2. He struck out and he's popped to second. Here's the first pitch, and it's going to be in by Pulak in for strike 1 on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike to count. Tyson Gibble on deck in the inning. No balls and 1 strike. It is here to Schneider in the pitch. It's going to be outside of low. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Cardinals again. There's been an error, then 3 hits so far here in the inning. And the next pitch, swing, and ball hit on the right side. Schneider will ground it down to second. Lizakowski, as that throws over to first in time for out number 2. The runner Hawkins will move over to third base on the play. So now the Cardinals a potential 6th run over at third base is coming to the play to beat Tyson Gimmel. And winner of this game will move on to play at 5:30 approximately later today. Loser of this game is done for the season. Here's Pulak ready in the first pitch. A swing and a miss by Gimmel. It'll be no balls and 1 strike. Tyson Gimmel, a single his last time up, and he's also grounded to third. No balls and 1 strike to count to him here. 0-1 in the pitch is going to be on the inside corner for strike 2. So 0-2 the count here to Tyson Gimmel. Jax Johnson is on deck. 0-2 in the pitch, and the pitch swung on, and Gimmel will pop one up into left center field. Drifting over is Eli Robinson. Now he has to reach back, and he makes the catch for out number 3. That'll retire the Cardinals here in the 4th. They get 3 more runs in their half of the 4th inning on 3 hits. They leave 1, and there was 1 Midway-Minto error. The end of 4 in the books now. North Prairie Ag scoreboard from the Region 4 high school baseball tournament here in Park River. It is Langdon-Munich 5 and Midway-Minto nothing. Top of 5 coming up in a moment on KNDK, MyBorderland.com, and the MyBorderland app.
Spraying season is here, and Ryan and Rick at Howard Air are ready to go, offering you dependable ground and aerial spraying. Book your acres today by calling Ryan or Rick at 370-9710. Proudly serving Cavalier County and beyond. It's Howard Air.
At Egg Country Farm Credit Services, we know that it takes preparation, hard work, and a full team effort to achieve success. So no matter what field you're competing on, we salute all our local athletes. Egg Country Farm Credit Services, experts in every field.
Built from the ground up by a legendary farmer, Simplot has delivered farming innovation for over 75 years. American-based and family-run to this day, Simplot Grower Solutions is grounded in field-proven products and insights. And good luck to all area teams.
Building or remodeling? See Walhalla Building Center from Midway Windows, Edco Steel Siding, Malarkey Shingles, Aristocraft Cabinets, Valspar Paint, and everything else you'll need to complete your project. Good luck, Cardinals, from the Walhalla Building Center.
All right, we take you to the top of the 5th inning now, and the first pitch is going to be into Steph Moncada, missing for ball 1. 9-1-2 hitters here for Midway-Minto as the next pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count as Tyson Gimmel, 68 pitches now. Here he's getting close to his quota of pitches today, but he could go. I know the Cardinals would love to see him at least get into the 6th inning. We'll see what happens. Next pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 pitch, check swing, and a foul ball just past the first base line. And first base coach Travis Martin there for Midway-Minto will get out of the way of that, and count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the line of the 1-2 swing and a little looper down to second over the glove. It is of Connor Mitchell, who came in just a bit there on the play, and the ball will go right back. He could not quite get back in time because of it. So a bloop single for Steph Moncada. That'll be his 3rd hit of the tournament. Moncada had 2 hits against Park River area back on Monday. And the leadoff man is on here for Midway-Minto in the 5th. And coming up now is Eli Robinson. Robinson is 1 for 2. He's singled, and he's struck out so far today against Tyson Gimmel. Gimmel 16 pitches yet that he can throw here in the contest. Yes, actually, yeah, we'll see. A pinch runner there over for Midway-Minto. And Glenn Goodsell running over at first. He pinch runs for the 2nd time today. Courtesy ran for the first time out. Now he officially pinch runs as the first pitch to Robinson is going to miss inside a low. 1 ball, no strikes. 5-0 Cardinals, but now runner out at first and nobody out here in the 5th inning for Midway-Minto. 1-0 it goes. Gimmel ready. 1-0 pitch is going to be inside and low again. 2 balls and no strikes. Right at 2 o'clock, you're listening to the Region 4 High School Baseball Tournament here today on KNDK AM and FM Langdon, MyBorderland.com, my Borderland app, and the stable on YouTube. Jake Coolan here with you as the next pitch is in for strike 1. Again, what a beautiful day it is in the neighborhood today. And 65 degrees we're up to here in Park River. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. And the pitch. Check swing, and a ball rolled down to short. Top of that is Johnson. They'll go to second to get one, and that is all they'll get. Eli Robinson will beat the throw, not even a throw attempted, I guess, down to first. Fielder's choice to put Eli Robinson at first base, and down 6-4. Forced out at the second base bag is going to be Glenn Goodsell, and there'll be one out, one on now. Coming up is Ben Gaditis, the first baseman. Gaditis has reached base once so far today. Yes, again, we're looking forward to 3 games of baseball here on this beautiful afternoon here in Park River. Throw over to first. And back in time will be Eli Robinson. Ben Gaditis to get over 1 officially. Grounded back to the mound, and he's walked so far this afternoon. One out, one on now here for the Mustangs at the top of 5. And the pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike that counts to Ben Gaditis. Is trying not to have this be his last high school baseball game for Midway-Minto. He's one of their seniors. And he's down to the count now 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball is going to be just low. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. So down to 10 pitches here now is Tyson Gimmel. He's up. That was his 77th pitch he's thrown here. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gimmel looks to first. He comes with a pitch, and the pitch is right there for strike 2. So 1-2 the count. Again, Tyson Gimmel started for the Cardinals against Grafton on Monday through 48 pitches. That gave him 87. You could go with here today to get to his limit of 135 for the tournament. That's how that's figured out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, curveball swung on, lifted out in the right field. That's going to fall in for a hit in front of Dawson Downs. So a bloop single to right by Ben Gaditis. And there's 1 out now, 2 on for Midway-Minto. And coming up now is going to be Merrick Kosowski, the catcher. He's 1 for 2. He's singled, and he's reached enough fielder's choice so far today. So 1-2 the count. It goes here to Merrick Kosowski. Again, our next game will be top seeded Park River area and 3rd seeded Grafton. That'll be a winner's bracket game of this tournament. To follow this here on KNDK. MyBorderland.com in the stable. Here is Gimmel now looking to second. And the first pitch, a swing and a miss by Kosowski. No balls and 1 strike to count. So when it goes here. And now I think the Cardinals are just hoping that Tyson Gimmel can get out of this inning without having to bring in a new pitcher. Because he's up to 80 right now, is 7 where he can throw. No balls and 1 strike. And 0-1 in the pitch. Swing and a ball hitting foul ground down the left field line. Theo Rumpho is going to look for that, but it's going to go out of play. Well, it's actually stayed in the field of play, it looks like, but it'll be a foul ball. It'll be 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. If Gimmel could retire Kosowski, you can start on a batter and end on that batter if you start on him for an at-bat. So even if he'd go over 87 on the next batter per se, Gimmel could do so. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and there's a curveball in for called strike 3. Great location there for Tyson Gimmel on the pitch. That's his 9th strikeout. 2 away now here in the 5th inning for Andrew Riskey. Riskey is 0 for 2. He's struck out and he's grounded to second so far here today. So it's going to be runners at still at first and second for the Mustangs. But now 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Cardinals still leading 5-0. And from the stretch, here's the pitch. It's inside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 it goes here. Gimmel will have 3 games to this tournament today, as I mentioned, and then the championship day of this tournament tomorrow at 11 a.m. Be the time for that. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch, a swing and a foul ball. 1-1. I'm assuming 11 a.m. tomorrow because of state track and things like that, graduation. Okay, yeah. We know Langdon and Munich schools graduated last Sunday, folks, but a number of the other schools in the area, including Park River area and Grafton and things like that, are having their graduations this weekend. So with grad parties and such, that's the reason the championship game is 11 a.m. tomorrow. And we didn't get confirmed on that. We just did by tournament manager Brett Omdahl here next to us. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 of the pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. As the count here goes to Andrew Riskey. Cardinals trying to get off the hook here in the 5th, still leading 5-0. 1-2 the count. Runners at first and second for Midway-Minto. 1-2, and the pitch is outside of low. It'll be 2-2. Well, this will be the last batter that Gimmel can face here right now as he's up to his 87th pitch. Cardinals would hope he could get at least to one batter in the sixth, but it's not going to happen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No matter what with Andrew Risky, whether he gets a hit or not here. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Oh, Tyson Gimmel, nice job today as he gets some applause from Josh Kovachka, his coach, as he comes back to the dugout. He finishes here the game with 10 strikeouts. Cardinals will have a new pitcher when we go to the 6th. But now after 4.5, North Prairie Ag scoreboard, it is Langdon-Munich leading Midway-Minto 5-0. We'll go to the bottom of 5 in just a moment here on KNDK, MyBorderland.com, the MyBorderland app, and the Stable YouTube, Park River School YouTube channel.
Go Langdon from the T.R. Wayne Insurance Agency. For farm, home, crop, business, life, and auto insurance, see the locally owned and operated T.R. Wayne Insurance Agency in Langdon or call 256-2166.
Bring the whole family to Sporty's Bar and Grill for lunch or supper, featuring appetizers, burgers, pizza, wings, sandwiches, and a variety of salads. See Sporty's Facebook page for menu and specials. Sporty's Bar and Grill, downtown Langdon.
Farmers Grain of Hoople provides area producers with competitive pricing on chemicals and fertilizer. They also offer custom application. Call the agronomy office at 894-6117 or the elevator at 894-6116 for Hoople Farmers Grain Company. Proud to bring you this portion of the game on KNDK. Witzel Construction does dirt work for various projects, including basements, demolition, loading, hauling, water and sewer lines, septic tank installation, and will also do drain tile and drain field projects. Witzel Construction, Langdon.
All right, friends, here we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 5-0. Langdon-Munich leading Midway-Minto. Jake Cooland here with you for this entire Region 4 high school baseball tournament. Jax Johnson will lead things off here against Andy Pulak, and the first pitch is in for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Jax Johnson, Dawson Downs, and Grady Pankratz, the scheduled hitters here, is down. Johnson is going to lift one out deep out in the right. That kind of turned around. Trenton Sitzer out there, but he did still get under it to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Johnson will kind of hit one. There's not a big wind here today, but the wind that we do have is blowing in from right. I might have hung that ball up a bit. And it's going to be one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning now for Dawson Downs. Andy Pulak still out there as Downs will swing and roll one down to second. Lazakowski has that. Throw over to first is going to be in time for out number 2. So nobody out at 2 outs here for Grady Pankratz, the DH. Nope, excuse me. He's going to be Easton Schaefer batting in the spot of Pankratz. Get a chance to hit here for the first time today. Schaefer ready in the first pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 1. Easton Schaefer's first chance to hit in the tournament, batting 103 in the year, a double and 3 RBIs. Excuse me, a double. Let's try that again. He's got a double and 2 runs batted. He's got 3 hits on the year. Next pitch, a swing and a miss for a strike. There's the line of the 0-2 is outside of low by Pulak, and it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eddie Pulak fairly efficient with his pitches now. That was his 76th. He has not thrown yet in the tournament until today, so he's got more than enough to finish the game. 1-2 pitch is low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Langdon-Munich is going to have a new pitcher come on here in the top of the 6th. 2-2 pitch. Swing, and Schaefer will lift one down the right field line. That is going to be pulled, though, just foul as it ends up about 5 feet foul, I guess, as we see it at the end. But just a little out in front of that was Easton Schaefer, and it'll be keeping him the count even to him at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Mentioned earlier the state track meet going on today. Also, there's a Region 3 boys golf meet going on today in Larimore. That's happening today. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's going to be outside of low for ball 3. So a few activities. State track meet goes on today. It goes tomorrow, and it goes Saturday. Opening ceremonies at 3 o'clock for that state track meet today. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch is outside for ball 4. So Easton Schaefer will keep this bottom of the 5th going. Drawn a walk from Andy Pulak. And I believe, Andy, that's his first walk of the game. It is his first pass, and it's going to be a 2-out base runner now for the Cardinals, and Sam Davis coming up. Sam had a perfect bunt single back in the 2nd inning, or 3rd inning, or check that, the 4th inning, if you will, and Get that to us, and he later came in to score. So Easton Schaefer will maybe try to draw a throw over here at first base. 5-0 the score, and the pitch is outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 to Sam Davis. Josh Gravachka putting on the signs at third base, but there are 2 outs in the inning, so cuts down the strategy a little bit for the Cardinals. 1-0. The pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Minnesota Twins have today off of Major League Baseball. Twins split, they completed a suspended game and then an afternoon game yesterday, which they split with Cleveland. They play Kansas City tomorrow night. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner goes. Pitch, a swing and a miss for a strike. And Easton Schaefer is going to slide into second easily with a steal of second base. So Schaefer will get into scoring position for Easton Schaefer, his 4th steal of the year. Cardinals not a whole lot of steals. They had 29 steals as a team coming into the tournament. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that for Andy Pulak, another K for him, his 7th today. And that'll do it for Langdon-Munich in their half of the 5th. They get no runs on no hits. They leave 1 of the no errors. 5 complete now here in this loser-out game of the Region 4 high school baseball tournament at Park River. North Prairie Ag scoreboard. Again, now it's Langdon-Munich 5, stays Langdon-Munich 5, Midway-Minto nothing, top of the 6th in a moment.
Bring the whole family to Sporty's Bar and Grill for lunch or supper, featuring appetizers, burgers, pizza, wings, sandwiches, and a variety of salads. See Sporty's Facebook page for menu and specials. Sporty's Bar and Grill, downtown Langdon.
Farmers Grain of Hoople provides area producers with competitive pricing on chemicals and fertilizer. They also offer custom application. Call the agronomy office at 894-6117 or the elevator at 894-6116 for Hoople Farmers Grain Company. Proud to bring you this portion of the game on KNDK. Witzel Construction does dirt work for various projects, including basements, demolition, loading, hauling, water and sewer lines, septic tank installation, and will also do drain tile and drain field projects. Witzel Construction, Langdon.
North Prairie Ag's goal is to help you put in and maintain the best crop possible. Remember them for seed, chemical, and fertilizer, along with agronomy services. North Prairie Ag, your genuine farmer-owned cooperative with locations in Osnabrück, Nakoma, Edmore, Hampton, Starkweather, and Langdon.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call.
See Mostad Insurance Services of Langdon.
Langdon Implement, Royal Implement, and Cavalier Equipment, your John Deere dealers, are ready to help for the 2025 crop year. All 3 stores are now open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday for your parts, sales, service, and AMS needs. During deer season, get your best price of the year on lawn and garden equipment now in the lot. Take advantage of early season savings for your combines or go with their green service special. See Langdon Implement, Royal Implement, and Cavalier Equipment. And ask their parts departments about online John Deere parts discounts. All right, folks, go to the 6th inning. Easton Schaefer is the new pitcher here for Langdon-Munich. Delivers a first pitch strike to Trenton Sitzer. The next pitch will be a swing and a foul back for strike 2. Easton Schaefer will face Trenton Sitzer, Andy Pulak, and Ezra Robinson here in this Midway-Minto 6th inning. 0-2 pitch inside, and how did that not hit Trenton Sitzer? The pitch was inside, but it bent it out of the way, and it'll make it 1-2. Easton Schaefer threw 25 pitches in this tournament back on Monday. 1-2 pitch just outside. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trenton Sitzer's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far today, but of course is yet to face Easton Schaefer. Next pitch is low and outside. It'll go for a ball. With Schaefer pitching, Connor Mitchell has gone out to play left field for the Cardinals, and Tyson Gimel has gone to second base. 3-2 pitch, swing, and a liner almost caught by Jack Johnson. It'll go over his glove for a base hit. And Trenton Sitzer's got a single. And Midway-Minto has their leadoff man on for the 3rd inning, or the 2nd time they've had him. 2nd straight inning that they've had their leadoff man on. As Andy Pulak now will come to the plate. So 5-0 Cardinals, but Midway-Minto now their leadoff man on here in the top of the 6th. Sandy Pulak at the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the game. Struck out his last time up. First pitch here by Schaefer is inside a low for ball 1. Easton Schaefer, a great job pitching in relief for the Cardinals in their marathon game against Gratza, which they end up losing 13-12. Just trying to hold things down here in the contest and close things out for the Cardinals here as the next pitch is going to be thrown and hitting the foot of Pulak. He's hit by the pitch. Easton Schaefer will hit Pulak right on the foot. He's going to jog that off. Though Pulak, of course, the pitcher here for the Mustangs, hit on the right foot. And it's going to go down to first. And I'll have a courtesy runner come in for him now, too, here for Midway-Minto. So a runner for Pulak here coming on. And that is Aiden English running over at first base now for Midway-Minto. Runners on at first and second, nobody out. Hey, coming up is Ezra Robinson, the shortstop, batting seventh in the order today. He's 1 for 2, singled his last time up on an infield hit. First pitch, swing, and a drive hit out to right, and that is going to fall right inside the right field line for a base hit. Scoring on the play is going to be Setzer. Trying to get two is going to be Ezra Robinson, and he does. That's going to be a double for Ezra Robinson down the right field line. That pretty much painted the right field line. And a run will score to make it 5-1, and now runners on at second and third now for Midway-Minto. And coming up is going to be Anton Albright, the third baseman. So Easton Schaefer trying to settle things down. A little trouble with his control there earlier. Might have put one a little too far down Main Street there on the pitch to Ezra Robinson. Runners at second and third. Albright at the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's popped out his last time up. The first pitch is outside and low. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count. 5-1 the score now. That's 2 hits in the inning now here for Midway-Minto. An RBI there for Ezra Robinson. 1 ball and no strikes to count. And the pitch is going to be at the letters for strike one. Ezra Robinson, his third run batted in this season. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So the Cardinals now trying to get out of a jam. Here's the tying run is on deck for Midway-Minto. Next pitch swung on. That's a base hit out to left. A single for Albright. Coming in to score is going to be Pulak. Stopping at third base is Ezra Robinson. Now the tying run will come to the plate here for Midway-Minto in the form of Steph Moncada, or actually might have a pinch hitter here coming up. And it is going to be Glenn Goodsell coming on. We're going to get another pinch runner over at first, it looks like, for the Mustangs. The tying run is at the plate. There's still nobody out here in the inning. And now running over at first. Jack Lane running at first now for Midway-Minto. Aiden English over at third. Or excuse me, Ezra Robinson at third. English just scored there a few moments ago. Get this straight here yet. So runners at the corners. Again, English is running there for Andy Pulak, so he scores. 5-2 the score. And here comes Glenn Goodsell now at the plate. Runners at the corners, 5-2. Midway-Minto within 3. And the first pitch is going to be on the inside corner for strike one. So Easton Schaefer trying to dial in the strike zone here. Gets one across there. It's no balls and 1 strike. Again, runners of the corners trying to run to the plate here for the Mustangs. No balls and 1 strike to count. And the next pitch is going to be just low. It'll be 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's to the batter, Glenn Goodsell, seeing his first chance at the plate here today. Goodsell batting 142 on the season. 1-1 pitch way outside. The left-handed hitting Goodsell, and it's going to be 2 balls and a strike. Again, trying for a big rally here in this inning, and they've got 2 so far. The Mustangs still nobody out. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch is going to be just outside, 3-1. A walk would load the bases, and the top of the order is on deck at Eli Robinson. So 3 balls and a strike is Easton Schaefer ready. And the pitch, swing and a miss. It's going to be 3-2. Schaefer gets that one in there. And trying to get one to the zone here now to a payoff pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He goes here to Glenn Goodsell. 3-2 is going to miss for ball 4. So that's going to be a walk to load the bases, and it'll bring Josh Kravachka out of the dugout here with runners now in every bag. Tying runs on base here for Midway-Minto, and Josh Kravachka will come on and see if he's going to make another move here. He does not want to make a move. We know that being he used 5 pitchers back on Monday in this tournament. But he's going to talk now to his entire infield as Eli Robinson, top of the order, coming up. And it is going to be a new pitcher coming on here for the Cardinals. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Jax Johnson coming in to throw. So, Cardinals, again, just trying to get out of this game with a win here today. But Midway-Minto making it interesting, to say the least, here. The top of the sixth inning. 5-2 the score. Langdon leading Midway-Minto. And Jax Johnson will come on to throw for the Cardinals in just a moment here on KNDK, MyBorderland.com, the MyBorderland app, and the stable. And, of course, as well on the North Prairie Ag scoreboard.
Whether it's a leaky faucet or a plugged sewer, minor renovations to major overhauls, new construction, commercial construction, we do it all. Give us a call.
Clements Road, plumbing, heating, and air.
Protect your farming investment with Bachman Goodman Ag Services, an independent crop hail agency that is also now offering property and casualty insurance. For great service, timely claims management, and a trusted advisor, call Darren, Greg, or Cassandra at 256-2691.
It's time to knock your building projects out of the ballpark with the team at Langdon Building Center. See them for a new deck, siding, or Minn Kota windows. LBC is an authorized Minn Kota windows dealer. Langdon Building Center, the center of your building needs.
Columbia Grain delivers quality grain while specializing in corn, soybeans, spring wheat, and canola. Columbia Grain takes pride in being a diversified agriculture company dedicated to serving the producers in local communities. See Columbia Grain in Crystal.
All right, here we go. Continuing on now with the sixth inning. Jax Johnson, the new man on the mound for Langdon-Munich. Jax pitched 4 pitches in this tournament back on Monday against Grafton. He comes in batting with 24 innings pitched on the year, ERA of 2.04. Comes in a bases loaded situation here in the sixth inning. First pitch is going to be right there for strike one. Bases loaded for Midway-Minto. Tyne runs on base. Cardinals leading here 5-2. Nobody out. The ball's a one strike here to Eli Robinson, who's 1 for 3 today. Has a single. His next pitch swung on, hit down to short. Up with that is going to be Rumpel. They'll go to second and get one. With their first 10, no throw will happen to first. It'll just be one out. A run will score for Midway-Minto. Fielder's choice RBI. It'll be for Eli Robinson, and that'll make the score 5-3. The runners of the corner scoring on the play is Ezra Robinson, by the way. Over to third base is Anton Albright, and there's runners of the corners now for Ben Gaditis. So one out now as Gaditis will come to the plate. First pitch is low, 2-1 ball, no strikes. Gaditis is 1 for 2. He's singled, he is walked, and he's grounded back to the mound. So again, 3 runs have scored down the inning for Midway-Minto. They trail by 2. As the runner goes from first, pitches down low for a ball. Throw down by Schneider is not going to be in time to get Ezra Robinson. He'll get a stolen, or Eli Robinson will get a stolen base. And that for Eli, is 6th steal of the year. Thrown all the way down there, so we'll give a stolen base to Eli Robinson. Tyne runs in scoring position now. 1-1 to Gaditis, and the 1-1 pitch, a swing and a foul to the backstop. It'll be 1-2. America Susky is on deck here for Midway-Minto here in the 6th. 5-3 the score. Cardinals a 5-0 lead coming into the inning has been trimmed to 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch, curveball swung on, lifted out into center field. Davis reaching up, and he cannot make the catch. It goes off the tip of his glove. Davis started coming in. The ball went behind him. It's going to be a triple for Ben Gaditis. And the game is tied at 5. So Ben Gaditis will give the Midway-Minto fans something to cheer about big time. Davis, I don't know if he misjudged that totally. The ball was hit pretty good, obviously, by Ben Gaditis. And Davis had that go off the tip of his glove. It'll be a triple for the Mustangs. And we are tied at 5 just like that. Originally, we came off the bat, looked like Davis had that gauge pretty well, but again, he just came in a little too much, and the ball went way behind him. We're tied at 5 here in the inning. Now the first pitch to America Susky with a go-ahead run for the Mustangs at third is low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Jax Johnson looks to third. 1-0 pitch. Check swing. And the pitch is inside. Will they appeal down to first? Apparently they will not. It'll be 2 balls and no strikes. Jax Johnson trying to put out the fire here in a 5-5 game now. 2-0 pitch, and that's going to be outside for ball 3. Still just 1 out in the inning. Andrew Risky is on deck. As Oseski is the 8th batter to come to the plate here for Midway-Minto. So 3 balls and no strikes to count. Infield in for the Cardinals. The pitch is low for ball 4. So Jax Johnson will walk his first batter. And it's going to be coming up now, Andrew Risky. 1 out in the inning. Runners of the corners now for Midway-Minto. And Andrew Risky will come up. He is 0 for 3 today. Struck out twice and grounded out. Both those times were against Tyson Gimmel, who again had to come off the mound. Didn't leave the game, I guess, but had to come off the mound of the 5th after he reached his pitch limit for the tournament. First pitch to Risky is in for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to count. Again, we're tied at 5 now, if you can believe it here. The Mustangs of the Cardinals. Midway-Minto, huge rally here in the 6th. No balls and 1 strike. And the pitch, curveball, and it's going to be just inside to make it 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And loser this game done for the season. Winner moves on to play later today at about 5:30. 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be a fastball out the outside corner for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Runners of the corners against Hill here for the Mustangs. Go ahead, run on at third and Bengaditis. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch outside and low, and it's going to be 2-2. Good stop by Landon Schneider. Getting a backhanded glove on that, who hold the runners. It'll be now the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count goes even here to Risky. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit the hole. First and second. It's going to go for a base hit. A single for Andrew Risky. And a run has come in to give the Mustangs a 6-5 lead. 6 runs here now in this 6th inning. And the 6th inning has just been a nightmare inning for the Cardinals this season, and it is for them here again today. RBI single by Risky. Runners at first and second now. Mustangs leading by a run. And coming up is going to be Trenton Sitzer, who started this inning off with a base hit. First pitch is going to be missing for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So 1-0 it goes here to Trenton Sitzer. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch is going to be in for strike 1. So they'll count leaving up here 1 ball and 1 strike to count. 6-5 now, Midway-Minto, a 1-run lead. So they're trying to push their season to another game. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a chopper down to third. Up of that is going to be Gimmel, and he is going to tag out the lead runner. Check out the lead runner, Andrew Risky, I should say, there for the out. So a fielder's choice will put Sitzer on at first. Down 5 unassisted there is the runner going to third base, and there's runners at first and second now for Andy Pulak. Pulak will come up. Again, the Mustangs leading here 6-5. As the first pitch to Pulak is a swing and a miss for strike 1. So Risky is at second now, and it is Trenton Sitzer on at first. Next pitch is going to be low and inside by Johnson. It'll be 1-1 to count. Again, we're just in the 6th inning, so the Cardinals still, of course, have a number of opportunities yet, but the trail now here 6-5. Runners at first and second. 1-1 pitch. Outside, it'll be 2 balls and a strike. Jax Johnson on relief of Easton Schaefer, who started the inning. The third pitcher now to come up here in the 6th. 2 balls and 1 strike. Runners at first and second again, still over the Mustangs. 2 balls and 1 strike and the pitch. A swing and a foul. It's going to go back and out of play. They'll bring it at 2-2. 6 runs have scored here for Midway-Minto here in the inning. Of course, back on Monday, the Cardinals gave up 6 runs to Grafton, who would end up being a 13-12 loss. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and the pitch outside 3-2. So Pulak now is routed to a full count at 3-2 to Jax Johnson. And the payoff pitch up coming here. 3 balls and 2 strikes in the pitch, a swing and a pop-up in the infield. Gimmel's calling for it around third, and he will make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. And that'll retire the side, but again, Midway-Minto damage done for more than most definitely. He gets 6 runs. They end up doing it on 6 hits. They end up leaving 1, and there were no Cardinals errors. They end up 5.5 now. North Prairie Ag scoreboard again from this loser-out game of the Region 4 High School Baseball Tournament here at North Star Co-op Field. It's now Midway-Minto 6, Langdon-Munich 5, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cardinals will have their 9-1 and 2 hitters coming up in a moment on KNDK, MyBorderland.com, and the MyBorderland app.
It's time to knock your building projects out of the ballpark with the team at Langdon Building Center. See them for a new deck, siding, or Minn Kota windows. LBC is an authorized Minn Kota windows dealer. Langdon Building Center, the center of your building needs.
Columbia Grain delivers quality grain while specializing in corn, soybeans, spring wheat, and canola. Columbia Grain takes pride in being a diversified agriculture company dedicated to serving the producers in local communities. See Columbia Grain in Crystal.
Tax season is here, and what better way to lower your taxes and invest for the future than with an IRA account from FM Bank. Setting up an IRA account is quick and easy. See Carol Mickelson at FM Bank. Hometown banking with your neighbors and friends. Member FDIC.
Good luck to all area teams from Forest Flying Service. See them for aerial and ground chemical application. Call Kevin, Dave, Kenny, or Chad at 256-5108. For crop care by air at its best, it's Forest Flying Service saying go Cardinals all season long.
All right, here we go to start off the 6th inning. Langdon-Munich now finds themselves trailing 6-5 to Midway-Minto as Connor Mitchell will swing at the first pitch to Mandy Pulak, 0-1 the count. The next pitch will be down low. It'll be 1-1. Pulak now 86 pitches here so far in the game. And still has room to go. He can go up to 120 in a game. As the next pitch swung out by Mitchell, 2 hop down to third. Up with that is going to be Anton Albright. The throw over to first is in time to get Connor Mitchell for the first out of the inning. So there's one away here in the 6th. And now coming up is Devin Hawkinson, the hot-hitting first baseman here for Langdon-Munich. Shane Robinson tells his outfielders to step back, jog back a step or two here. As the first pitch to Hawkinson is up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Both teams now 10 hits in the game against 6 hits for Midway-Minto in that top of the 6th inning. 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch. Down low, it is 2-0 the count. So 2 balls and no strikes. It goes here to Devin Hawkinson. On deck is Theo Rumfo here in the 6th inning. 2-0 the count. Next pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. So 2-1 it goes here. Again, we'll finish this game up, and then we'll have our next game coming up at around 3 to 3:30 now, we'll say. Most likely 3:30 here between top-seeded Park River area and third-seeded Grafton. Next pitch to Hawkinson, misses low for a ball. 3-1 pitch, swing, and a foul over the backstop. Run it full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out here for the Cardinals. They trail 6-5 to Langdon-Munich now here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it's going to be in there for called strike 3. Hawkinson thought he had ball 4, but no, it's going to be a strikeout here for Pulak, his 8th today. And there's 2 outs now here in the 6th inning, and coming up is Theo Rumfo. Cardinals, again, will get this in the 7th inning. You have to try to get a run across, but Theo Rumfo now will come to the plate, number 2 hitter, and the first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Yeah, Theo Rumfo, nobody on, and 2 outs here in the inning at the plate. Cardinals trailing 6-5. This pitch is outside. It'll be 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Here's the line of the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a chopper to third. It'll go out to left field, down towards the corner for a base hit. Theo Rumfo will turn around first, and now the ball is bobbled out of left field, so he will stand at second with a double. That'll be a single and an error charge to the left fielder, Andrew Risky. So the Cardinals now with a runner, in the tying run in scoring position. And coming to the plate here is Landon Schneider, who is 0 for 3 so far today against Pulak. Here's the first pitch, a swing, and Schneider will drill one out to right, but it is going to be caught out there in right field. What a catch by Trenton Sitzer, I believe, is still out there. It looked like that was going to go over his head, but a line shot caught out in right for the 3rd out of the inning. A tough break for the Cardinals, a big catch for the Mustangs, and that'll end Langdon-Munich 6th inning. Cardinals get no runs on 1 hit, 1 left, and there was 1 Mustangs error. At the end now of, 6 complete. North Prairie Ag scoreboard, it's Midway-Minto 6, Langdon-Munich 5, as we go to the Top of the 7th inning. Chance for the Mustangs to buy some insurance runs next on KNDK, MyBorderland.com, My Borderland app, and the stable.
Columbia Grain delivers quality grain while specializing in corn, soybeans, spring wheat, and canola. Columbia Grain takes pride in being a diversified agriculture company dedicated to serving the producers in local communities. See Columbia Grain in Crystal.
Whether you're at home or miles away, FM Bank's mobile app gives you the power to safely and simply manage your finances from the palm of your hand. Download the app at fmbanklangdon.com. Hometown banking with your neighbors and friends. Member FDIC.
Good luck to all area teams from Forest Flying Service. See them for aerial and ground chemical application. Call Kevin, Dave, Kenny, or Chad at 256-5108. For crop care by air at its best, it's Forest Flying Service saying go Cardinals all season long.
The Friend Seed Solutions of Langdon is ready to help you get that crop in the ground with several options and varieties of top quality seed. Call Austin at 256-2374. Wishing the Cards and all area teams best of luck this tournament season. LaFrance Seed Solutions, Highway 1, Langdon.
Farmers Union Oil is your locally owned co-op, meaning the money you spend stays in your community. Customers are paid dividends, and that money stays at home. Call for current fuel and propane prices. Farmers Union Oil, Langdon, Calvin, Lawton, Lankin, and Edinburgh, your locally owned cooperative.
All right, here we go to the 7th inning of the first pitch from Jax Johnson. Ezra Robinson's a swing and a miss for strike one. Midway-Minto leading Area-Munich 6-5 here in this top of the 7th inning. Next pitch, a swing and a miss for strike two. As Robinson had a big double back in the 6th inning to bring in a run and later scored for the Mustangs, and they scored all 6 of their runs in the 6th. Next pitch is going to be high, be 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it's on Albright, and we'll see who's going to come up here. Glenn Goodsell, I believe, to follow here in the inning. Next pitch swung on, blooped into shallow center field. Going back is Connor Mitchell, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. So a pop out by Robinson to Connor Mitchell for out number 1. And it'll be Anton Albright now coming to the plate, the third baseman. He is 1 for 3. He struck out, he's popped out, he's singled in a run and scored himself. Did that back early in the 6th inning. First pitch here is a swing and a miss for strike one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 0-1 in the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. Jax Johnson, again, seemingly on point here in the 6th inning. Yes, no balls and 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Jax Johnson, his first strikeout here in relief today. There's 2 away now as Glenn Goodsell will come to the plate. He is he's walked at his only plate appearance back in the 6th inning. 11 batters came to the plate for Midway-Minto in the 6th, and they scored 6 runs. First pitch is going to be inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. Mustangs lead 6-5. Area-Munich will have their 4, 5, and 6 hitters to come up in the bottom of this inning. Need at least a run at this point anyway. 1-0 pitch is outside of Goodsell. 2 balls and no strikes. And so 2-0 it goes here. The hitter's count it is to Glenn Goodsell. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. It goes here to Glenn Goodsell. So 2-1 it goes. Cardinals trying to get out of trouble and give themselves a chance in the bottom of the inning. Next pitch is going to be down low, 3-1. Eli Robinson, top of the order, on deck for the Mustangs here in the inning. So 3 balls and 1 strike to count. It goes here to the left-handed hitting Glenn Goodsell. Here's the line of the 3-1. Swing and a ball hit up the middle. It's going to go for a base hit. Goodsell will get onto the single, and the inning will continue. Here with a 2-out base runner and a possible insurance run here for Midway-Minto. Summing up now the top of the order. And Eli Robinson. Robinson, fielder's choice at an RBI his last time up. He's got 1 hit. He's reached base 3 times today. He has a runner out of first here at 2 outs. Johnson ready, and will come to the plate, and the pitch is going to be just low. It'll be 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. And the Cardinals need to get out of this inning and try to generate at least a run in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the next pitch, a swing and a foul back it out of play. It'll be 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. The counter to Eli Robinson. Again, the Cardinals were cruising with a 5-0 lead into the 6th when Midway-Minto scored 6 runs. Yes, the next pitch is going to be outside of Robinson. It'll be 2 balls and 1 strike to count. I think we said 6 hits earlier. It was 5 hits that Midway-Minto had in that 6th inning. 2 balls and 1 strike, including a big triple by Ben Gaditis. 2-1 pitch. Outside will be 3-1, and Gaditis is on deck here in the inning. So 3-1 the count. Goodsell again over at first. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch is going to be on the outside corner for strike 2. So things will run full now to Eli Robinson. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch upcoming. 3-2 it goes here to Eli Robinson. And the pitch. Swing and a line shot hit past Gimmel out to left field for a base hit. So another 2-out hit it is here for Midway-Minto. Eli Robinson will get on to the 2nd hit of the day. And now up will step Ben Gaditis as the inning will continue. Ben again is 2 for 3 now. A single, a triple, a run scored, and he's also walked and grounded out. So again, runners at 1st and 2nd. Inning, nothing done here at all for Midway-Minto. They've got 2 2-out hits. Goodsell now over at 2nd. Here's the first pitch, and it's going to be low to Gaditis. 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0 the count. Again, still, we will still get 2 top-seeded Parker area and 3rd-seeded Grafton to follow this game. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul over the Cardinals dugout down the first baseline. That'll go out of play and make it 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Mustangs again runners at 1st and 2nd here with 2 away. 1-1 in the pitch, a swing and another foul ball. It's time to the backstop. Keep it at 1-2, make it 1-2. And again, we're just 1 pitch away now. The Cardinals are getting out of trouble and getting to the bottom of the 7th. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch, high fastball, not chasing it as Gaditis. He'll hold off. It'll make it 2-2. 46 pitches thrown now by Jax Johnson, if you're wondering here today, but he's got a lot left he could go with. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He had 131 he could throw coming into the game. 2-2 pitch, just outside. It'll be 3-2. Lock and low the bases. America Susky is on deck here in the inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ben Gaditis. And a payoff pitch upcoming here. Johnson ready in the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big strikeout there for Johnson, I should say, striking out Ben Gaditis. He'll get 2 strikeouts here in the inning with Jax Johnson. That'll do it for the Cardinals, or do it for the Mustangs in their half of the 6th. They get no runs on 2 hits, 2 left, no errors. The end now of 6.5, North Prairie Ag scoreboard. Midway-Minto 6, Langdon-Munich 5. Last call for the Cardinals, not just for this game, but for their season. When we go to the bottom of 7 in a moment on KNDK, MyBorderland.com, My Borderland app, and the stable.
The Langdon Eagles Club says, go Cardinals. Wednesday is chicken night. Fridays are burger nights. Order for the field, 256-3300. Blackjack gaming and the big wheel every Friday and Saturday night. Progressive bingo Monday and Tuesdays at 7:30. A Langdon Eagles Club.
This portion of the game is brought to you by Clyde Farm Service and Supply. See them for Westfield and Meridian augers and Bear Track utility trailers. Clyde Farm Service and Supply wishes best luck to all area teams.
Christie Motors is a premier Ford dealership that is committed to customer service. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or certified pre-owned vehicle, see Christie Motors, your local Ford dealer in Langdon.
Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com. Choice Bank, member FDIC.
Working from home is made easier with help from United and Turtle Mountain Communications. Let their high-speed internet give you one less thing to worry about, with strong connections that keep you connected for all of your online work. Visit UTMA.com. United and Turtle Mountain Communications, yesterday, today, tomorrow.
When it comes to keeping your tractor moving and your farm running smoothly, trust Jay with the Boys Oil. With the reliable diesel, gas, and mobile oil delivery, they've been fueling our community for over 60 years. Want speedy farm delivery? Du Bois Oil is your solution. Contact Jay at 370-1775.
Your one-stop farm headquarters is the Olson Farmers Elevator. See them for grain marketing, fertilizer, chemical, seed, soil sampling, variable rate, and bulk fuel. The Olson Farmers Elevator, your locally owned co-op, serving their patrons for 103 years and counting.
All right, here we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Tyson Gimbel's going to lead things off. Langdon trailing 6-5, needing a run. Here is the first pitch swing on to Gimbel. 2-off down to third. Throw by Albright is over across the diamond in time for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Midway-Minto here in the 7th inning. Jax Johnson now will come to the plate. The shortstop be followed by Dawson Downs. Here in the 7th, the Cardinals have to have a run. They're down 6-5. Gave up 6 runs in the 6th inning. First pitch to Johnson. High and outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0 the count. About to throw his 100th pitch as Pulak. Here it is. And Johnson will swing on it and hammer it out to left. That'll go for a base hit. So Jax Johnson will get a single, and the tying run is at first here for the Cardinals. And coming up now is going to be Dawson Downs. There's 1 out of the inning, so we'll see what Coach Kravachko wants to do here as Dawson Downs will come to the plate if he wants to try to put the runner into scoring position with Easton Schaefer on deck here, or what he wants to do. Johnson will lead off at first, throw over to first, and Jax will get back in time. Jax Johnson, his 3rd hit of the game today, by the way. He's 3 for 4 at the plate. 6-5 is the score. And here's the first pitch to Dawson Downs, and it's going to be outside a low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Cardinals 1 run to tie, 2 runs they get in, they win. Midway-Minto, they hold the Cardinals scoreless. They get the victory today. 1-0 pitch. It's going to be on the outside corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dawson Downs, who's 0 for 3 today. Grounded to second his last time out. He's also struck out twice against Andy Pulak. 1 ball, 1 strike in the pitch. Swing and miss on a high fastball. Joined to second is Johnson. He's in there safely with a steal. So now 1-2 the count to Downs. Well, now we'll see if we get what Josh Kravachko wants to do here. Looks like he's going to have Downs swing away here in this 1-2 rather than try to maybe get Johnson over to third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pulak ready in the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll be 9 strikeouts for Andy Pulak today. And the Cardinals are down to their last out, and he is Easton Schaefer. Tying run at second. Cardinal season on the line. Schaefer walked at his only plate appearance against Pulak a couple of innings ago. Here's the first pitch. Outside, it's 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count to Easton Schaefer. Sam Davis moves on deck. Jax Johnson, the tying run at second. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Cardinals again need this run or their season is done. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count it is here to Schaefer. 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 2. And the Cardinals down to their last strike. Midway-Minto trying for their first win of the season here, folks. They're 0-10 coming in. 0-11 actually. 0-2 pitch. Right outside, it'll be 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It works here to Easton Schaefer. Johnson to lead off at second. Pulak ready. 2-2 pitch. And that's on the outside corner for called strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Cardinals season, folks. Midway-Minto miraculously pulls out a 6-5 win today. 10 strikeouts for Andy Pulak. And that'll do it for Area-Munich in their half of the 7th. They get no runs on 1 hit, 1 left, and no errors. The final is in the books of the North Prairie Ag scoreboard. Loser out game of this Region 4 high school baseball tournament. Midway-Minto 6 and Area-Munich 5. Cardinals, their season will come to an end at 11-7. To 1-11 goes Midway-Minto. They'll play in a loser out game here coming up. They'll play against either Park River area or Grafton. So again, our final score is 6-5. Midway-Minto wins over Area-Munich. We'll be back to recap this one and bring you the Farmers and Merchant State Bank players of the game. All we go to our post-game show next here on KNDK, MyBorderland.com, and the MyBorderland app.
Go Langdon from the T.R. Wayne Insurance Agency. For farm, home, crop, business, life, and auto insurance, see the locally owned and operated T.R. Wayne Insurance Agency in Langdon or call 256-2166.
Bring the whole family to Sporty's Bar and Grill for lunch or supper, featuring appetizers, burgers, pizza, wings, sandwiches, and a variety of salads. See Sporty's Facebook page for menu and specials. Sporty's Bar and Grill, downtown Langdon.
Farmers Grain of Hoople provides area producers with competitive pricing on chemicals and fertilizer. They also offer custom application. Call the agronomy office at 894-6117 or the elevator at 894-6116 for Hoople Farmers Grain Company. Proud to bring you this portion of the game on KNDK. Witzel Construction does dirt work for various projects, including basements, demolition, loading, hauling, water and sewer lines, septic tank installation, and will also do drain tile and drain field projects. Witzel Construction, Langdon.
North Prairie Ag's goal is to help you put in and maintain the best crop possible. Remember them for seed, chemical, and fertilizer, along with agronomy services. North Prairie Ag, your genuine farmer-owned cooperative with locations in Osnabrock, Tacoma, Edmore, Hampton, Starkweather, and Langdon.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call.
See Mostad Insurance Services of Langdon.
Langdon Implement, Royal Implement, and Cavalier Equipment. Your John Deere dealers are ready to help